There we go. Oh man, I don't know anything about that. Oh. Yeah, why not, right?
I don't see any reason why not.
No reason not to, right?
Right.
If I don't have an E-pawn anymore, I can't. What the hell? All right. One to. All right.
Brian, what about letting your pick your top 10 favorites? Vote.
Kai, thanks for letting me know. I lost my space. Thank you.
You didn't say anything. Mike, it's not my fault you don't listen.
All right. I should probably corruptulate you.
He wasn't sure.
You weren't sure? It's a thing.
She was standing next to Aurelian. You should have more attractive. Oh wait, I see. You're complimenting me. My favorite
Yeah.
I don't know what to look at.
What I say?
That's when you got like eagle eyes.
Stop moaning.
I need to sacrifice something.
You moan too much.
I need to sacrifice.
You'll get your opportunity. Don't you worry about it.
Oh, what the heck?
If I can't win this, I'll give up chess.
Jeez.
You should give up chess.
Oh! Never!
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh, is it duck time?
It could be duck.
I
I usually try to duck him, but
here it comes back.
I usually try to duck him, but
It's time for duck soup.
We might as well just apply glue to that feet there, man. I mean,
Oh, you like that? You're spoiling my fun.
What am I supposed to do?
Really, you are totally spoiling my fun on
I got
that.
boards.
That's like what you sacrifice in exchange. That's
Give me my rug.
man.
I like how Doug wins until like
Man, I don't know.
Yeah,
If I like
I'm
this.
so tired now. I can't play.
I don't know if I,
I don't
care.
like this.
I don't know if I care.
I'm not warmed up. Can I warm up for a second?
I
Yeah, you
don't
can.
know if I care.
Yeah. Okay. All right, enough.
That is,
You have to
Bishop
come
is
in-
a
You got to
monster.
come in playing or not.
that bishop's a monster.
That's all it is. You do the math. Once you do the math, it's over.
Wow.
He's laughing at you. What do you think of that?
He's not laughing at me.
He's laughing
I'm-
hysterically.
No, he's not.
He is.
He's not. I'm telling you, he's not. He's not laughing.
He is hysterically.
Not a big booty and no kids.
I guess he wasn't laughing.
He wasn't a model.
Come on.
But he still is.
Yeah.
I actually have a game of that. You want to do one?
Try and.
No, I'm saying she had A-frame.
She had age frame?
No, A-frame body. Oh, wow.
This is crazy complicated.
Crazy.
She had a
That
game
little pawn there's like
Hold
a
on.
knife in my heart.
Don't even have to worry
That's
about
an
that.
A-frame body.
I don't, huh?
Are you skating?
I don't have to worry about that. Are you sure? Are you sure I don't?
This is crazy.
Boy, it is.
That's a big.
Oh, I got 3 minutes. I could. Nothing but time. Nothing but time. Nothing but time.
Stop it.
Yeah. Oh.
I can't even count how many weeks I get once I get my walk. You didn't do the math?
I did.
All right.
That's the move.
All right.
That's the
Gotta do it. Not yet. No game is over until it's over.
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
Ever. All right.
Forced. Wasn't it forced?
No game. I think so.
Okay. You made your point. Stop there.
No game is over till it's up. Oh, look at that nasty thing.
Look at him
Yeah,
whining.
Look at this. Wait, but I
He's
gotta be,
whining.
no, I gotta be very careful. Be very careful.
That's careful.
That's careful.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of moving knight here.
You can still do that.
Who the hell is this guy?
Who let him in here?
Hey, I was,
First game,
I was
mean-
1,300 on the last rating last.
You're not that high.
Hey guys, Brian here, and Tim, man, the new guy, at 71 years old, still kicking ass on that chessboard, man, and he played really, really well, played very methodical, kept his advantage, was very careful even until the end, and Dave trying some fancy stuff here with that, sacking the exchange for some pawns and some play here, which we'll go over in the analysis, and yeah, this is a very, very nice game, and I always say the two chess opponents you have to watch out for are kids and seniors, and I think the cool thing about chess and age is, like, Dave and I talked about this a couple weeks ago, I think, if I remember, and we were talking about chess and the brain, especially with age, and I was like, are there any famous chess players, seniors, that have Alzheimer's or kind of dementia? And we couldn't really think of any. I mean, there probably are, maybe, but I mean, it's not very prevalent, I would assume. So maybe that's pretty something cool. Chess to help exercise your brain in those days, in those senior years. But Tim, man, he's very, very sharp, and he was good on time too. And I think he was ahead on time, and he played very, very nice, man. Nicely done, you guy, Tim. And we're going to go over in the analysis. Like I said, we're going to analyze Dave's little gamble here. And I like how Dave played that, throw off the new guy, see what he's made of, but Tim handled it well. And we're also going to go over maybe another way that Dave could have equalized in the middle game, as well as some other cool lines I want to show you. So wow, what a great game by both, man. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and if you've been enjoying the channel, you want to help support it, you can become a patron, get access to a ton of cool stuff, man. Guys have been missing out. There's a lot of videos there that you can binge watch during this pandemic. So when you're in lockdown, so online chess personalities, movie celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, and oh my god, if you guys haven't seen the Grumpy Grandpa series, man, you gotta watch that. You think Boston Mike trash talks? No, man, this guy, Grumpy Grandpa. He told me he beat Kasparov, man. I beat Garry Kasparov. So you can see the epic trilogy with me and him on there, as well as interviews, Q&As, and a lot more. So definitely check it out. It really helps support the channel. And merch links for cups and shirts, Amazon links to chess gear, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss future videos. All those links are in the video description. Alright, so let's figure out where, let's analyze Dave's gamble here. Dave playing e5, and then sacks the exchange for some play here, which we're going to go over. And in the game, Tim plays rook ad1. Let's go move back. I'm sure some of you are wondering, what happens if pawn takes, then knight takes, then it starts looking pretty nasty, right? Because you got the fork and you got discoveries coming up soon. So yeah, let's just pick this apart and see what's under the hood. Alright, so let's just say c takes, and then knight takes. You have a couple options here as white. And we'll just go over some two lines. So first off, this queen is under attack, and you've got this too. So what would you do? Would you play queen here to defend this square? Alright, let's just explore that line. Queen d1. And now black is going to play rook d8, x-raying the queen. Queen is very uncomfortable here. Let's say queen wants to get out of the x-ray, but also still wants to protect the square. And let's say, well, I just want to show you how you have to be very careful, because let's say he plays queen a4, then you have b5, and suddenly the game is dead even. So going back here, it looks like this queen's in danger, but it's technically not. I mean, there is discovered checks here that unleash an attack on the queen, but the queen can pick up those the knights on these squares. So you can actually move the rook out of the x right here, and then this could be one continuation. Oops, sorry, b5, and then bishop f1. And black's plan is going to be concentrated on rolling these two pawns down. And notice that even though white has 2 on this pawn, only defended once, you still have this threat of a discover check or attack on this queen. So that could be one continuation. So going back here, what other moves do you see as white? Alright, yes, a very Carlini move is queen takes pawn here, and if black decides to play this knight c2, then you have rook e7, and now kind of similar to what you had at the end of the game, you got 3 on this, so white has a lot of pressure on that square. Going back here, another line you can play is rook b8. If queen takes, then knight here, unleashing the attack and attacking the queen. And this could be one continuation here. So, but white is still ahead. Yeah, when the board is wide open like this, you have to be, there's a lot of traps you have to watch out for because you got to calculate a lot of combinations. So let's go all the way back here. Instead of playing e5, let's go, what will be another move for black here? Alright, one idea is rook c8, bishop back, x-raying the bishop, so bishop back, e6, biting on granite, bishop here attacking the rook, rook e8, rook a d1, x-raying the queen, queen c7, and game is slightly better for white at 0.6. And last but not least, I want to show you a cool line for black here. In the game, we had rook a d1, and then black plays d takes. Let's go a move back, pause the video. How can black equalize this game right now? Alright, one idea is knight a5, tempo the queen, or I'm sorry, the bishop. Bishop d5, d takes, rook e2, guarding the square, rook c1, rook under the pawn, bishop takes, knight takes, queen c5, protecting the pawn, rook d5, queen back, and if you go pawn hunting, guess what? You lost the game. c2, ooh, that pawn is deceptively fast. And how are you going to prevent it from queening? I mean, you can't, so... And black is winning. So going back here, instead of taking the pawn, you want to play queen b3. And white is slightly better at 0.9. But, yeah. Very nice game by the new guy. Dave trying some fancy stuff there. And Tim being very, very cautious, man. As he should be, playing against Dave. So... there it is, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the game and the analysis. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. And thanks. See you guys tomorrow.